That second one did not come from a scale. It came from that first one. You have been treating chord melody and solo lines as two separate things. Wes never did. And until you see what he saw inside the arrangement, your lines are going to keep sounding like exercise. By the end of this video, you are going to see exactly where that line came from. Not a scale, not a pattern, the chord melody itself. I have been teaching this tune for a long time, and the longer I teach it, the more clearly something comes into focus. This is also the tune I played for my final exam one of the semester at Berklee College of Music. The second semester maybe? It was the only semester that I didn't get an A. I still picked it because even then I knew there was something here I need to understand. Everything I teach on this channel runs through one framework, the functional diagonal approach. And this tune is one of the clearest windows into why that framework exists. My name is Junwon Choi. I studied at Berklee, trained under Rich Hart, and I have been teaching. I've grown accustomed to her face ever since that exam because every time I do, I see more. You have been practicing chord melody and solo as separate skills. Learn the arrangement, then run shapes over the changes, and the result is that your solo sounds like someone else landed on top of your tune. Wes always sounds like the song, not like someone practicing over it. Like the song itself is speaking. Today, I am going to show you exactly why. By the end of this, you are going to see that the Wes line and the Django line were already inside the chord melody. They were always there. The solo did not come first. The arrangement did. There is a question I kept coming back to every time I taught this tune. Why does Wes always sound like the song? Not like someone running shape, not like someone practicing over a chord chart, like the song itself is speaking. The answer is not a scale, it is not a technique, it is architecture. Wes recorded this on Full House, originally written in E flat, but he transposed it to key of D. And the reason matters. The open strings on the 6th and the 5th string. He wanted that resonance underneath the arrangement. That is not a random key change. That is a guitarist hearing the fretboard as an instrument, not a chart. And that choice is not just Wes. George Benson played tenderly in key of D, and Peter Bernstein also played Who Can I Turn To, the intro of his chord melody solo, whole chorus in key of D, and when he brings in the band, then he puts half step up to the E flat. When you listen to what Wes does with this melody, the same phrase returning again and again, while the harmony underneath keeps rotating. You start to understand what he saw the composer built all the tension into harmony, not the melody. Wes heard that immediately and he built his entire approach to this tune around it. So, before we go on and look at his arrangement, let's look at the song itself first. So, the melody of the tune, it has a pickup melody that is, and this note is the top of the form, the beginning of the tune. So, and then melody repeats. And then the answer point get different, right? So it has just simple two melody. And the melody is just repeating itself and the chord change underneath it is actually changing. So let's see the chord progression, what is the supporting the melody. So in the pickup melody, the A7 is the chord for these three notes. And then D major 7, I play with the sharp voicing. And then G7, and then F sharp minor 7, B minor 7 to E minor 7. Isn't this sound so familiar? Let's hear the bass line first. Da 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 da. Every bass motion is in circle of fifth, except the G going to the F sharp. So in my essential building blocks, the free curriculum, I made the circle of fifth, the diatonic circle of fifth motion. In that, if we play that progression in key of D, that would be over here the 7th degree chord is coming right here, but in this tune they don't have this 7th degree, but it just go to the 3 chord, which is F sharp minor, and then keep going on to the circle of fifth motion. Okay, so let's see, play the melody one more time and then chord. And then chords goes. Yeah, something like that. That is the starting point, not scales, not patterns. This relationship, melody on top, harmony supporting underneath, is where everything begins. Now, here is what Wes actually played. same tune, but what he does with the voicings. He is not just harmonizing the melody, he is choosing specific shapes, the shapes that already contains the line. Watch this first voicing of him playing the A7. The pickup melody is, and then he plays. What is this? If I just took these roots out, looking at this upper structure, this is West line. Right? So what he is playing is so the lines and the chords are the same thing. And the way I played beginning of this video was right? And over here I played this Django line, D major. This is why it always sounds like the tune, because it is the tune just moving. We go through every voicing in this arrangement and every line that comes out of it in the breakdown. The foundation for all of this shell voicing, voice leading, the West line and the Django line is in my free essential building blocks, link in the description. Here is a moment most people miss. When this tune hits the 4 chord, the G7, Wes did not reach for the scale. He does not reach for a scale at all. He hears the blues. That's why the way I played at the beginning of this video clip was actually Wes played in second time around of the arrangement. The way he played was on the 4 chord. He played that, right? That is not coincidence. That is a blues. The 1 chord going to the 4, that is blues. That's why I played after I played the West line on the A7. And then it comes back to the F sharp because it goes to the 3 chord. Target the melody, the third of the chord, and then going to the melody. Every voicing substitution in this arrangement has a reason like this. We go through all of them in the breakdown. Take any tune you are working on right now, find the first chord, play, shell voicing, root, guide tones, and melody on top. Now, take the root away, and what shape is left? Where does that shape want to move? That is your line. And here's what I want you to carry from this. I spent years studying Wes Montgomery, Kenny Burrell, George Benson, Grant Green, Peter Bernstein, Joseph Van Mueller, Barney Cassell, Bobby Broom, thinking they were all doing different things. They were not. They were all seeing the same structure, just from different angles. This tune is where I first saw that clearly. That is the whole reason this breakdown exists. I put together a full breakdown with this tune. We go through the lead sheet first, the original melody, the harmonic structure, why the circle of fifths works the way it does here, then Wes's arrangement, then how his line ideas, even though he is not playing the solo line in this tune, but how he is vision, he is looking at, how he is listening, the melody and the chord relationship. Those clues are in that arrangement, and we will go through it step by step. Chord melody and the whole picture about an hour and 45 minutes. It is called Jazz Icon Breakdown, Wes Montgomery. I've grown accustomed to her face. Link in the description. I also have 2 hours of free lessons on my website called Essential Building Blocks. Share voicing, voice leading, the Wes line, Django line, triad, step by step with a free 28-page PDF. Register for a free account at voiceleadjazzguitar.com. It is all yours. Once you finish that, take the scorecard. I will look at where you are and point you to the exact next step. If this video helped you, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below when you listen to Wes. Do you hear the tune inside the solo, or does it still sound separate? I read them. Until next time, keep swinging.